Okay, and that's set. We started out with the cult classic, going out to DW, my friend David Witkowski, Nick Cave's Red Right Hand. Then after that, it was the Support Your Local Band, J West Special, live at Scotty's Sandbar in Bay City, Michigan, doing another local act, a cover of their Grand Funk Railroads, Closer to Home. Then after that, we had the new one from the Pandemonium Bureau. I don't know why I have such a problem with that word. Pandemonium Bureau. Last week we seen God's Mirror, and I was reading the note that Toshi sent me. It's, the Pandemonium Bureau is William Westwater, lyrics, vocals, synths, and engineering. Toshi Hirioka, bass, guitar, piano, waterphone, drum programming, and Pedro Leal, bass on Black Zodiac as a guest. And that's what I played you this week was Black Zodiac by the Pandemonium Bureau with my musical brother Toshi. We were together in the international project in 2000 called FRT. I was the American singer and lyricist. Francois was the guitar player. He was from Paris, France. And Toshi, who lives in Japan, was everything else. So, Francois guitar, me vocals, Toshi, everything else. He's got skills. He's also doing horror soundtracks now. Pretty cool. A man of many hats. And after Pandemonium Bureau's Black Zodiac, I started the birthdays, but a condensed version, not like the first week or last week. This week started with the 30th, which was Topper. I guess his name is Head On. The drummer for The Clash turned 67. To illustrate his abilities as a drummer, I thought Tommy Gun was a good selection with the machine gun drum beat there. After that, also on the 30th, Marie Fredrickson would have been 64 on the 30th, but she died 3 years ago at 61. She was the singer for Roxette. Stephen Malkmus, lead singer for Pavement, was 56 on the 30th. And CeeLo Green from Gnarls Barkley. Crazy! Does that make me crazy? Turned 47. On the 31st, John Bonham would have been 74, the drummer for Led Zeppelin. So I showed the clip, a live clip of Led Zeppelin from 79 doing Kashmir with John Bonham on the drums. He would have been 74. He died at 32, 42 years ago. Mike Edwards, the ELO cellist, would have been 74. He was 62 when he died 12 years ago. And Vicky Sue Robinson, you would know her as the one that did Turn the Beat Around, Take out Joe T's tonsils. She would have been 68, but she died at 45, 22 years ago. And Sunglasses at Night, Corey Hart, Canadian Corey Hart, turned 60 on the 31st. Which brings us to June 1st. Pat Boone, the secret metal maniac, turned 88. Ronnie Wood, from the guitar player for the Stones, turned 75. Alan Wilder, synth player for Depeche Mode, turned 62. Which brought us to our track, The Cure, Just Like Heaven, because Simon Gallup, the bass player, turned 62 on the 1st. Mike Joyce, 59, drummer for the Smiths. Which brings us to the first, only one person, Alanis Morissette, 48. Then we played our next video, Michelle Mickey Steele, my longtime crush from the Bangles, the bass player. And I believe the Runaways. I was shocked to learn that she's 67. But that doesn't matter to me because some of my friends, girlfriends that are younger than me, they've told me for years now, Ronnie Round, age ain't nothing but a number. So, Mickey Steele, you're still my crush. And, because age ain't nothing but a number. Charlie Watts, the drummer from the Stones, on the 2nd, a day after Ronnie Wood's, or no, 2 days after Ronnie Wood's, he was the 31st. He would have been 81, but he died last year at 80. On the 3rd, Boots Randolph would have been 95. He was 80 when he died 15 years ago in 2007. Which brought us to the next track, Ian Hunter and Mott the Hoople. It was Ian Hunter's birthday. On the 3rd, he turned 83, and we seen Roll Away the Stone. Also on the 3rd, Curtis Mayfield would have been 80, but he died 23 years ago at 57. Which brought us to the last birthday track, Mickey Finn, percussion for T-Rex. T-Rex doing Children of the Revolution. He would have been 75, but he was 55 when he died 19 years ago. And he's the one that's got that really high voice in the background, and he's on the congas like. That's Mickey Finn. Okay, and then also on the 3rd, Suzi Quatro, Detroit's own singer, bass player, and leather Tuscadero from Happy Days, 72 years old. Billy Powell would have been 70. He was 56 when he died 13 years ago in 2009. He was the keyboard player for Skynyrd. And last but not least in the birthday parade, we have Kerry King, guitar player for Slayer, at 58. And that concludes birthdays. So, let's get back to it, shall we? We got a little time left.